Good evening, everyone. A very happy Women's Day to all the wonderful ladies here. At the outset, very welcome to one and all for this Women in Engineering March 8th Women's Day special program. I, Dr. Varana Sivshabala, Chair Women in Engineering Affinity Group of Vizag Bay Section, extend my warm welcome to everyone on this special day of Women's Day. I thank Dr. Lakshminarayan sir for Chair Vizag Bay Section for giving me this wonderful opportunity to host an event on this special day. This International Women's Day, March 8th, is celebrated on March 8th worldwide, commemorating the political, social, and economic achievements of women. Over the decades, we can say that the objective of Women's Day celebration has evolved and embraced culture and ethnicity to emerge as a celebration of appreciation, respect, and love towards women. This day is also specially celebrated not only in all the organizations but also in schools nowadays, and it forms an integral part of the curriculum to spread the awareness of women empowerment, their roles and achievements. The main objectives of this Women's Day, International Women's Day, can be categorized as empowering women, saluting her contribution to the society, building the world a better place to live, that is by a woman's contribution, women a full circle, and so on. So I now welcome everyone, and especially the presenter of today, Dr. Pooja Dash ma'am, one of the presenters of today's evening. Let me take the opportunity of welcoming Dr. Pooja ma'am for today's speech. Dr. Pooja Dash ma'am is currently working as professor in Professor of Triple E Department, Galbraith University College of Engineering. Her area of specialization is AI and machine learning applications in laboratory. So she has almost 20 plus years of experience, and she has written many publications and then many books. And now I welcome Dr. Pooja Dash ma'am to give a speech on the account of Women's Day. The topic chosen by Dr. Pooja Dash ma'am is Choose to Challenge, My Place, My Identity. I request you to please start your presentation.
So, good evening to all of the dignitaries, all the beautiful ladies and gentlemen and student participants. It's a very great opportunity to get this opportunity to talk and deliver my views in front of all this this IEEE Vizag Bay section about the International Women's Day. So generally, actually, there is a PPT presentation or something we can. I may download, or I may just make some documentation I can show. But I think it is a Women's Day. It's better to speak out from my heart, not from my brain today. So there is no presentations I have prepared, ma'am and sir. So please bear with me on this only by 15 to 20 minutes, a small talk I want to give. So I have just chosen my topic in such a way that it is my place, my identity. So this on occasion of this International Women's Day, particularly to this 2021, there is a theme is choose to challenge. So choose to challenge in the sense what before last year, that means women liberation, then feminism. These are the main topics which are means what widely discussing among India and international wise. Mainly UNA, United Nations, it is proposing this type of means particularly themes to empower the women to means what in the various fields. So as a technical person, if you want to take a talk about the technical aspects and the growth of the women scientists, researchers, and all of this, it's a very common. And whenever it is a talking about the women's strength, they all are discussing about all those things. So in this particular 2021, that means what we have crossed 1 year, that means 2020 March to this March. So mostly this 1 year we have just, so audible, ma'am? Is it clearly audible? So this,
You are audible
yeah.
to Pooja, no issues. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So this 2020 March 23rd around the first lockdown happened in 2000 up to this 2021. We all have just spent our time in home. There are fear, challenge, and all those things. Each and every day is giving us a challenge. Challenge for life, challenge for means what existence, challenge for survival, challenge for growth. Each and every person, each corner, all are just fighting and trying to, there's a struggle is going on to prove their self. So what is the piece, what when we're talking about the women, because this year also, this is a very important topic, how women have just spent this 1 year completely 8 to 9 months time in this particular COVID period. What is their struggle, how they're achieved, that means what it's a economical growth, it is a personal growth, is it a stop somewhere or they are improving, or it is a just like a freeze somewhere. So there's a very wide discussion and many research things are going on, surveys are going on this. So mainly whenever we are talking about women empowerment, women patriotism and all those things, two things are main challenges. So generally what I found main challenges when it is a coming, that means what challenges in coming with that particularly that economics. First, when we are talking economic growth will be the main first point, then particular survival. Survival in the sense of political point of view, technical point of view. So when we are discussing about this economics and growth, generally when we are taking the strategy of up to 2019, the strategy is showing it's particularly, generally suppose we are talking about India, generally when we are talking about India, generally when we are talking about means what 48.1% of populations are women. So among this 48.1% of women, generally when we're talking about the higher educations and all, because we're talking about the girls' education, cultural education, women researchers, enhancement and all those things. So generally, it is a survey that among this 48% means what population, generally UG, that means what undergraduate level 53.0% means what women are in that particular UG, that means what continuing their study. When it is an MPhil or MTech, it's a 69.6%. Suppose we're taking 100% of the women. Then PhD is a 41.8%. That means what? These figures are showing anyhow we are reaching a good number or good quantity in case of that particular education of the women. Next, when we are talking about the women labor force, that means what? How many percentage of women are working? There is a 19.9% women are working in India before the lockdown. What is the strategy it is showing? Where the main, it is also 76%. That means what? It is all and around 20% women are working before the COVID down. During the COVID down also, many of them have just lost their jobs and all. So this is a strategy. And while we are talking about particular sectors wise, when we are talking infrastructure like oil and gas and all those sectors, only 7% women are working. Automotive section, it is a 10% women are working. When you're talking about pharmaceutical and healthcare, it's 11% women are working. And when we're talking a software, IT, information technology, 28% women are talking, means what working. So that is a combined strategy, whatever they have taken before the lockdown. So why this strategy, why I'm discussing, you all people are thinking I'm not giving a strategy. That is a one important point is there. If we are talking about equalism, if we are talking about particularly empowerment, what do you mean by empowerment? It is not like a word like feminism. Empowerment represent what? When you are giving chance to participate in decision making, a particular group which is not included in the mainstream decision. So as we know in India, particularly it is a man-led means what country. Actually, whatever the decisions that is taken by the father, mother, brother, husband, son, and like that, woman has a very less decision making. So while you're taking empowerment, we are making the woman to come in front to participate in each and every sector. If that will be happen, then for the woman, So many laws, many policies will come into picture, which will help to reconstruct that particular pillar of the women empowerment, in particular any type of countries. There is another small strategy is there. Generally, when you are talking of politics, generally it's a politics, people are aware of the politics, why we are not interested in all those things. But it is my personal thinking. Women should participate in politics. Politics in the sense what? They are the lawmakers. It's not like a generally will do the politics, will talk something, will do some scams and all those things. That is not about the politics. Politics is what? You are in a politics, you are in the ruling or opposition, and you are making some laws for the benefit of the country, for the improvement of the country. So if women participants, generally, particularly now 78 among the 542 number of seats in the lower house of the parliament are occupied by the women. Just like it is a 19 and 20, it is a means what this a particular number came. It is okay, it's fine, it is just, it is growth, it is a 78. If we're talking about the past years, it's a little bit of improving. Why this is very much important? When it is a law making, when it's a policy making, if women are there, participation is there, it will be helpful to make the laws for the women, because we are seeing nowadays there is no such a it means what they're introducing one by one, and particularly for one law also there's a lot of struggle is going on. So means what, it's a there in that way policies and politics everywhere women should have that participation. Generally what happened in India and all those means not India, outside also, very few ladies or a few women will be means what appeared in the higher positions like a CEO, any means what particularly higher means position. That doesn't mean that they are not capable, they're incapable. Yes, they are capable, but due to some certainty they may not continue their job due to family, due to means what any other responsibility. Most of the women are quitting that job. So it is another small scenario. Generally 3.7% women are in the CEO position in the Indian countrywide. So you can see here what is the less percentage. 13.8% are board directors. 14.4% as 8.9% are farm of the women top position. That means what? If you're talking about equalization, if you're talking about empowerment, we have to make policies. We have to see each and both side of the coin. It's not like a one side will see and we make some laws. So for the women, so many policies have to make, and so many means what constructive things you have to make. And this is all about urban areas. When we are going for rural areas, education and existence, mainly existence. It is a main theme. Nari means what? Just save the girl child. That's the main means what the punchline it is going on. How to save the means what girl child. It is just India means what a girl, burn of a girl child is just like a curse. It is means what anyhow it is related to each other. These are the one of the means what major problems, dowry, then means what violation for the woman, then rape and all those things. Means what whatever it is going on in a very high rate. It is not, doesn't indicate that in other countries it is not happening. It is happening, but in India it is very highly means what violations are going on each and every hour. Means what 90 to 100 means what women are means what of going through any means what abusion, any rape, murder and all those things all over India. It is a just reported strategy. If you are not going, many cases are not reporting also. So girl child first coming into this world, that is also main challenge. Uttarakhand, it is a very means what worst in this case. Last 2019, it is a scenario that means what there is around 200 children born, and among that not a single girl was there. So here you can judge a simple thing that means what is the position of the means what is the importance of a girl in this family. If you will go to the rural areas or not rural, if you go to the middle class or intermediate means what lower middle class families and all those things, if you talk about a girl, they told it is a burden. First we'll give a study and all those things will be happen. After that dowry will be a problem. Safety is a problem. Who will take all those tensions? It's better not to means what burn a girl child. So these are the things. Before we have to make the laws, we have to make the pillar strong. If girl child will not come after some years, what is the meaning of this empowerment? What is the meaning of this means what improvement, equality and feminism? So each and every level, we have to think, we have to cooperate our hands to particularly improve this particular say means what gender in this particular world. That means what woman is not a means what we can say, it is not a small thing, it's a bigger thing, because without a woman we cannot think a world. She is the maker, she is a caretaker. So in every aspect woman is a very much important point. So while talking about the growth and all those things, pandemic years means what is the studies of how to improve this woman means what empowerment and all. So some points are there. If we'll focus on those points, might be we can just improve this all those things. One is economic empowerment. While talking about economic empowerment, it's just not like the equal with men and women. It will be like that means what both have a contribution towards means what the economics. That means what each and everyone, that means what it's education, it's a job, should be particularly encouraged from the family, encouraged by the society, encouraged by the lawmakers. It's not like a one hand game. Or women empowerment is not a charity, it is an understanding. If people will think about the understanding means whatever the importance of the person, it may be man, it may be woman, it will come into the real world, a real picture. So economic empowerment is very much important for a woman rather than a man, as per my means what thinking or thought process. Because when the woman is a job holder, she is earning something. That means she has that independent. She cannot be means what a surprise, or she cannot is not compulsory to bear something, because previously woman is a matter like means father will take care. After that, husband will take care. After that, son will take care. Why all will take care of a woman? Woman should withstand with her own legs. So with her own means what the particularly she has that ability. We have to only give the chance. So economic empowerment is also very much important for a woman in the to exist in the society. Then political empowerment, whatever I told, in politics, higher authorities, decision making, law making, everywhere women participation should be very much important. That means what for this reason, the continuation of the job. Then after that, particularly women, because generally there is a word when men will be work this particular something, men can overestimate their potential, but women underplay their abilities. So generally men are very confident, because our society is like that. We are not blaming the means what any particular gender wise, our society is just like that. They are just later means what leading gender in that particular society, they'll take care of the all families and all responsible. They have that responsibility. For that reason they are means what they're overconfident, or they may be confident for their job and works. But what happened to the women? Generally, they underplay their abilities. They have all of hesitation. They have all of fear. Suppose a person is means what a lady will be having a child or maternity leave. After that, she'll think, shall I join the job? Should I drop for another 6 months, another 2 to 3 years for taking care of my child and for my family? After that, I'll think about my job. Why this question will come? So it is a equal responsibility of all the families. It's not like a man or woman. It's a responsibility of all the families to encourage the woman to come into means what to continue her job, continue her studies. For that reason, what happened in long run, we can see by 2015, if this is the follow-up, we are going to means what follow this type of tendency or this type of pattern. So 2050, we can see women also taking the most important chairs. There also it's a part of decision making. There's no diversion in law. They can also think about themselves, and they can easily relate to the victims. So that lawmaking will be a important thing. So political empowerment will be the area, another important point. Then digital skill enhancement. So digital skill enhancement, how it will be helpful? So we have got the example, I think, in this COVID period. Those are means what is not like a woman or man. All should know the particularly digital platform. They prove themselves with a lot of struggles and all those things, and they exist. So this digital skill enhancement also improve the means what women empowerment in case means what in terms of studies, higher studies, knowledge acquirement, then skill development, and then particularly acquiring the jobs by means what suppose residing in home, they can continue their job. So digital skill enhancement is also having a very important part. So then next is a measurement and assessment. This is also very important fact while you are talking about the measurement and enhancement. Charan, there is a body, as we know, gender empowerment measures. There's a GEM, we are using this one. So this particular GEM or GEM gender empowerment measure shows the women's participation in a given ratio, both politically and economically. So generally GM tracks that particularly whatever the improvement or whatever the assessment or empowerment is going for a particular gender. So these are the some few factors. If you'll take care of all those things, and you will means what have a particularly glance on that system, what is going on and what is the improvement and all. So hopeful the woman will come into picture, like it's not like a feminism what will come. We are in equal. We both will make the means for laws. Will both make that particular rules. There is a girl child ratio will be a very good means what a lot of parents have the lot of means what. Dreams will be come into picture. That means what my girl will do this one and that. There will be no fear. That means what if will higher education, I'll not get a groom. It is a lot that I have to give a lot of dowry. If we will not give the dowry, the girl will be died. Something, these things will be, we have to overcome. If we want to improve our nation in all the aspects, it's just like means what, whatever our youths, we all are participating in the means what empowerment or improvement of the country. So for my reason, so this is the means what all about aspects about the equal rights, beliefs, society, then particularly gender specification, thought process, and all those things. So in this way, and all about the safety and all purpose, that is also very much important point. As we all people know, women's safety is a very much important. So by talking or by doing some placards or by just doing some rallies with the candles, we cannot solve all those things, because many cases are coming into picture in a very bad way. Some of the coming in a very small cases are reported, many cases are not reported. So this is the responsibility of each and every person of the country to overcome of this, means particularly what are the violence are going on against the women. So in this means what with these words, sir, I want to means ma'am, I want to conclude my means what feelings regarding this International Women Power. So generally, so lastly, I want to show one thing: my place, my identity. It's a each and everyone's responsibility in a community, but our hands should be tied together. Will means what keep all the hands hand one by one. By holding each hand, so we can improve vertically plus horizontally. If that will be happen, we can identify our identity with the proper laws and all those things. We will not think this is a lace or this is a la. We have to show our ability. We have to open our mouth that I am eligible for this position. I want to take the challenge. I want to prove myself in a very positive way. We have to think about our identity. So each woman, its own position, its empowerment, its own responsibility. First, then we'll think about means our society, because if we are not means what particularly grow in such a manner, we are not going to conquer some particular means what important position. We cannot make, because any policies and rules for the improvement or for the help for the women. Only we can say a lot of things. So it is a very important thing is what my choice, my identity. So I have to identify myself. So in this, I'm just concluding this thing. So a very happy Women's International Women's Day to all of the persons. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam, for giving us wonderful insight about the Women's Day and its importance. Now, the next speaker is Mrs. P. Parimala Madam from Maharaja Engineering College. Parimala Madam, good evening and welcome to Women in Engineering Affinity Group of Vizag Bay Section. You can
Thank you,
start your
Vishabala
presentation
Madam.
now.
Thank you, Vishabala Madam. Yeah,
Madam,
very
your
good.
voice is audible.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. A very happy International Women's Day to all the energetic, enthusiastic ladies out there. So I hope that every day belongs to us and not one day pertains to us. So being a woman, as a literate and a professional, we make a very smaller percentage in this world. And today's theme for this year's International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge. And I have chosen the topic Ways Ahead with Health. Okay. So let me talk about some history, and I'll be coming to the present in this talk. So in the olden days, where men especially have some of the privileges in every sphere of the society, be it in education, politics, economics, and social life, and women are only confined to perform household chores only. But now in this 21st century too, women still strive for obtaining equal rights. Okay, we as women work very hard every day to achieve both professional and personal goals, and make ends meet together. Okay, so this International Women's Day came into existence when Irene Ward in 1954 presented her petition to the parliament with 80,000 signatures in support of equal pay. And we have so many of the women activists who from 1913s till now. The first one to be remembered is Savitri Bai Phule. She was the first female teacher. Fatima Sheikh, she was the first Muslim woman teacher. Tarabai Shinde, she has protested against caste discrimination. Ramabai Ranade supported women to be financially independent, and Dr. Veena Mazumdar, she has done much of her contribution in women's studies and women's activism. So we fought for ages together for gender discrimination, equality, equal opportunities, property rights. But have we ever thought why we are facing all such inequalities? By nature, men have good physique, and that keeps them more privileged. We as women of this century should focus on more healthy habits, like focusing on nutrition, mental health, and physical health. Okay, so let me remind you about famous Gautam Buddha saying, like, he said, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. According to this, we already know, like, health is wealth. So the common health issues that are faced by women generally are malnutrition, lack of maternal health, cancers, heart diseases, psychological disorders like depression, anxiety, and also domestic violence. Okay, and there are some ways that can be um, followed by us to keep our mental health and also physical health stable. Okay, these are the 10 healthy habits that are from our Ayurveda. The first one being the wake up early one, wake up early. So for that we need to go to sleep early, keeping all our mobile phones away from us. Then second one is doing exercise. This is the second one which follows with the first one. We need to have our me time. I don't mean it literally. The me time only pertains to us for watching TV or listening to music, not of a specific one, but we can follow this me time in doing exercise. Apart from our household chores or taking care of the family, we need to concentrate on our own physical health. And the third one being the do oil application every day. Fourth one is do scrubbing. fifth one is do oil pulling or hot water gargling. All these three will be relating to our physical health. So this one, sixth one being the stop overeating. So because of less time that is available to working women especially, I stress working women especially, we do not have much time to take care of our the family members well by preparing all kinds of home cooked food. We may not have sufficient time for that, but we need to keep away ourselves and our family members to all the junk foods that are readily available outside in the eateries. And the seventh one being eat with mindfulness. So whatever you eat, whatever you drink, we need to be in a very calm mind. Don't bring all our tensions, don't bring all our work tensions or all our personal tensions during eating. And eating with mindfulness keeps the food to be digested well and makes our organs function properly. Then eighth one being the eat healthy and nutritious food. So when coming to eating healthy and nutritious food, lots of proportions of salads with fresh vegetables and fruits, and also food prepared with less oil. All this helps us a lot to keep us maintain a well balanced health. Then ninth one being drinking of boiled water that keeps us away from all of the infections. Then 10th one being the do fasting once in a week. So this was an old saying by many of our elders, like they do upavasams or they do fasting every month on Ekadasis. And we as women in this 21st century need to rethink and follow our traditions. Why? Because this fasting keeps our body function well for digestion and also excretion of waste from our body. Proper digestion takes place. So these are all the 10 healthy habits that are from our that are suggested from our Ayurveda. And coming to how to keep our mental and physical health properly. So we need to do yoga or meditation at least for 5 to 10 minutes in a day. So if you keep this practice and if you start with yourself, you can make all of your family members to be healthy. And coming to the eating of healthy food, everyone cannot expect food to be prepared fastly and quickly like what most of the moms do. They are much more dependent on Maggi noodles after Nestle's product uh, has been launched into the market ever since 1990s. This is the fast and quick recipe that satisfies the hunger of anybody in the family, but it's not suggestible that the packed foods will be much more prone to cancers if we rely more on the packed foods. And the medical test that every woman in their 20s and 30s, they should be checking on their weight, their blood pressure, then the eye checkup. They should be visiting once in a year for their eye checkup, and they need to get their breast and pelvic exams also. Then coming to the women's in 40s, they should be get checked for blood sugar, then the lipid profile. Breast exams need to be done yearly, and mammograms, their BP checkup, weight check, and also blood sugar check. Blood sugars also they need to take care of. And any moles or skin changes. So if you regularly not check any of the moles or skin changes that are occurring in our body, they may lead to cancer. And recognizing a cancer at a later stage may lead to many more difficulties. So, and one more thing for being a working woman out there, we need to deal with the stress patiently, be it in our professional life, be it in our personal life. We need to deal with the stress by practicing yoga or meditation, and have a regular check on your calcium intake if it's too low, because we'll not be seeing the sun, will not be in the will not see the sun, will be going to work, and there is no proper vitamin D that is sufficient to us. So these vitamin D levels, they may vary and they may lead to the bone problems. You may get aches in the muscles, bones. So if you are taking calcium intake properly, you need to have along with side the vitamin D also. And the vitamin D, if it is falling below 8, you may be having lots of body aches, the joint problems and all. And remember one more thing, too much calcium will also result in the kidney stones, and they may even increase the risk of heart disease. And so to deal with the stress, so this thing is the common life cycle. Like stress implies health disorders. They may be psychological, they may be mental, they may be physical disorders also. So deal with the stress patiently. This can be dealt by practicing yoga or meditation, and get your health checkups regularly. Have your me time. I know this only for accessing a lot of movies or listening to music or so on. But if we are healthy, we will be keeping our family healthy. So generations to generations will be healthy. And finally, I would like to conclude that if one woman is healthy, she can keep all their generations healthy. So we need to we as mothers should take up the responsibility of keeping our girl children, and especially to combat with all the challenges that they face during their studies, during their work, during their marriage, and even in their whole life cycle. So we as mothers and we as mothers and working women need to provide awareness and healthy and maintain and provide healthy habits to all our next gen children. So thank you, Shabala madam, for giving me this opportunity. I had a general talk on health where we face many health issues after our 40s or so, and it may trouble our professional life also, professional as well as personal life. We as working women now need to take care of our children, take care of our in-laws, our parents, our aged parents. So we need to be also mentally fit, physically fit, and should not ignore our own health. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, Parimal, for giving the insight to women's health and its advantages for the family and generations. Now, the next speaker of today and the last speaker is a student. Student is also doing as per the women's empowerment. Okay, the student who is going to deliver the talk is now Sai Kirti, a second year student from CRA College of Engineering, and she's going to give a lecture on problems faced by women in India. Sai Kirti, good evening. Special welcome to you all, for this talk. You can start your talk.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to one and all. First of all, I want to wish every woman a happy and a wonderful Women's Day.
Kirti, little louder. Kirti, little louder.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kirti. I'm from Sir CRT College of Engineering, second year, from Electronics and Communication Department. Today, I'm gonna talk about the basic struggles women in. Feminism isn't about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. India is a country where women are given the status of a goddess. However, the problems they have to just face show the opposite of this concept.
Kirti,
On hand, they
sorry to
worship-
interrupt. Can you please increase your voice? I mean,
Yes,
increase
ma'am.
your volume.
Yes, ma'am. India is a country where women are given the status of a goddess. However, the problems they face, they have to face just show the opposite of this concept. On hand, they worship them as goddess, and on other, they abuse them endlessly and consider them inferior. Indian women always have some problems or the other to face in society. People evolved, and so did the problems. They did not go away but changed from one to another. We need to realize these problems and act on them fast to help our country thrive. Problems faced by women in India, when in the early days there was severe issues like sati system, no widow, remarriage, Devadasi system, and more. While most of them are not prevalent now, maybe not the same, but they are still as severe as the early ones. They hinder the growth of a country and make the women feel inferior to the men. Firstly, violence against women is a very grave issue faced by women in India. It is happening almost every day in various forms. People turn a blind eye to it instead of doing something. Domestic violence happens more often than you think. Further, dowry related harassment, um, genital mutilation, and more. Like, we also have the issues of gender discrimination. Women are not considered equal to men. They face discrimination in almost every place. whether at the workplace or at home, even the little girls become victims of discrimination. Moreover, there is also a lack of female education and gender pay gap. Women in rural areas are still denied education for being a female. Similarly, women do not get equal pay as men for doing the same work. On top of that, they also face workplace harassment and exploitation. Therefore, one of us must be ready to treat women as equal counterparts. We must stage and more than that, empower them to make their own decisions. After that, these issues can be eliminated so that women need not to face discrimination in the name of gender. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me view of problems.
Thank you, Sai Kirti, for sharing thoughts. Now I request, actually in our agenda, there is a small program about the Women's Association and their expansion for especially our Women in Engineering Affinity Group Vizag Bay section. So in this regard, we all welcome you, once again welcome you for the Affinity Group of Vizag. And then we have a small agenda regarding the 2021-22 year plan under the WIE Affinity Group. January, we conducted a motivational talk, which is delivered by Dr. Anupma Thakur. She's a research fellow from CSIR, Delhi. In the month of February, we proposed a talk, but unfortunately it could happen. And March, on the account of this Women's Day, a special event has been hosted. And in the month of April and May, we have conducting a STAR program that focuses on the school children motivational programs. Okay, so June and July, we have International Conference of ICISGT 21. So in that, we can plan for one track if everything is fine, supported by you all. August, September, we have student networking meeting, that is to encourage the new people and what are the year plans and what exactly the ways we need to decide for conducting this particular programs. And October and November will be having, we need to have a discussion on this. So I now request all the dignitaries here to propose some of the programs that can be included in our calendar, upcoming calendar events. I request all the dignitaries here to please unmute and share your valuable thoughts.
So good evening, ma'am. Myself, Dr. Deepika Rani. First of all, I would like to thank our Vizag Chair, Lakshmi Narayana Garu, for supporting us in all aspects. Actually, in previous years, we have conducted STAR program in rural areas as well as in the tribal areas like Araku, Paderu, and Dimili. There we have conducted STAR programs. So coming to the STAR program, especially the focus is on how to motivate girl students to take science-oriented subjects or to encourage them in the direction of engineering. So in this aspect, what we have done is we encouraged engineering students to carry out simple projects so that projects can be taken to the schools, and there in detail that program can be explained. In this aspect, what happens is, especially coming to the engineering students, we can create enthusiasm among the engineering students, and another part is just because of their confidence, they are able to deliver the concepts in an effective way, and this is helping their career build up also. In this aspect, what we have observed is, especially coming to the STAR program, some funding will be given to the students and they can create the projects. In this aspect, what happened is, especially once students are interacting with the faculty members thoroughly, because of this, what happened is the students are becoming confident and they are able to exhibit themselves before the placements also. Especially here we have seen that in the students of GVP College of Engineering. And another aspect is coming to the conference organization. So last year, with the support of Lakshmi Narayana Garu, Usha Bala Madam, and the IEEE Vizag Bay section members, we have got a lot of support from all the members, and especially in this aspect, I would like to thank Dr. Pooja Das Madam for supporting us while interacting with the reviewers. Pooja Das Madam helped us a lot to create networking in all directions with the technical people. And due to this, what we have observed is, we are getting a lot of inspiration from Lakshmi Narayana Garu. But the only thing lagging from my side is just what I would like to share is procrastination. Means most of the times. So what is happening is postponement of the work. Means only part that we have to overcome is, we should not postpone the tasks and we should overcome the fear. These two are required. Especially in these two aspects, I got a lot of support from IEEE Vizag Bay section. So because of this, we are able to organize various activities, but only thing what one has to do is, we need to come forward and we need to volunteer ourselves. This is mainly required. But in most of the cases, generally what we are doing is, or suppose if we are driving a car and we want to move forward, this is required. But while driving car, continuously, if you hold on the brake, so just holding the brake, you want to drive the car and you would like to move faster. But is it possible? It's not at all possible. Due to this, what happens is, even the engine gets strained. But only thing here, what we have to do is, we need to release the brakes. Means in a similar fashion, so each has to overcome fear and have to be more responsible. Means only thing one has to do is, they have to release their emotional brakes. Then only it is possible to build up positive attitude. This is possible only when we are starting volunteering activities in any professional society. Especially one thing I would like to share is, before being a member of IEEE Vizag Bay section and after being a member, I have seen many modifications. Means I am confident enough to face the challenges. So whatever challenge it might be, even though at the first instant I may not be able to face it, but once, with the support of the volunteers of IEEE Vizag Bay, we will be confident enough and we can face challenges and we can form a good team and we can move forward. These possibilities are there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lakshmi Narayana Garu, for supporting us in all aspects and encouraging us. So one thing always you are remembering us is to take challenges into our hands. Sure, sir, even we are delaying the activities, but we will move forward with you and we want you with us. Thank you a lot, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. I request other participants also to please share your thoughts in conducting the upcoming events. Please share your valuable suggestions.
Dr. Sandeep, can you add a little more?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Good evening, all. Yeah. First of all, I would like to wish us a happy Women's Day to all the women engineers and professionals here in this meeting. And I'm happy with this meeting today to be part of this. Actually, I see because as a faculty member in academic institute, actually we see a lot of interaction with students, and thing is actually there are some sectors, and particularly I see the success of women actually, particularly if you look at corporate world. Okay, corporate sector certainly actually, I mean, their life is completely, it's a very good, and then I think women are successfully leading in that corporate sector. Actually, as per my knowledge, whatever feedback from the student who are from pass out from the graduation and all. And coming to my, suggestions to the WI affinity group in our Vizag based section, is WI can collaborate with each our technical chapter, and they can conduct a program. Suppose example with our our power electronics industry applications and power and energy joint chapter, we can they can collaborate with us and conduct a program on women in power or women in engineering. So that is how maybe they can have a program with each chapter, like a woman in computer science, women in communication, women in education. So like that they can come up with one event, so that will have some kind of a good good programs for WI affinity group. And next is like this your program start program is very good, and I even previously also I have I heard about it. And maybe you can identify some of the women or female students also, like you can suitably felicitate or honor them. I mean, you can that you can do it, like now in this also program also you have invited one of the student from the engineering college. That is very nice. Similarly, you can also identify some of the particular segment, like maybe project work or seminar or something, like anything that you can have a category and identify them, and then appreciate them suitably with the different categories. That is also, that will motivate them again next year, and something like they can apply. Like in India Council level, there is a Prahalada award is there actually, and today I think the screenings are going on right now. That's how, you can also plan similar things. This is a few suggestions from my end. Thank you.
కుసుమ కుమార్ గారు మీరేమైనా చెప్పారు? Okay. In fact, before closing remarks by Shabala, I want to say a few words. Honestly, I thought of inviting some kind of a person, a celebrity or somebody from outside to speak about International Women's Day for our section. But later I thought we have a lot of people among us. Why don't we encourage them? We tell them to speak about themselves. Always we are listening. Why can't we speak out? In that way, I really got a very good speakers today, Dr. Pooja and Parmila and the student also. They spoke very well. Really fortunate. To be honestly speaking, today, this was my fourth WIE talks I'm listening. From morning to one from India Council, something like that. This was the fourth one. I think there is one more is there at 8 o'clock. I may not attend that. There, out of all these things, I could really say thanks to Parimala, particularly, I don't know who is she exactly, but she gave a very good talk about health. I never heard in the whole day about that kind of a health consciousness about women, talking about the minor issues also, how women face about the problems. Normally we speak about engineering, but not we don't speak about health, etc. But she gathered a good information and shared. I also request all of you to get in touch with Usha Bala and Deepika Rani and become IEEE members. Maybe some of you may not be IEEE members. Please become IEEE members and form a WIE group also. We need a stronger group for our section. That is also needed. Therefore, that was one of the reasons I do not want people from Delhi, people from IITs. I never think that those people are much better communicators than us. Therefore, I want our own people to come out with their ideas, to share the ideas among ours. That is the idea that I have not invited any person outside Vizag, our section. That was the reason. And I think that I should thank Dr. Usha Bala for organizing every event. I think Usha Bala, you want to conclude something or vote of thanks, something like that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Usha.
Yes. From WIFT group of Vizag Bay section, I take this privilege to present the vote of thanks, especially on this event of International Women's Day. I extend my pleasure and thanks to our chair, Vizag Bay section, Dr. Lakshminarayan sir, and the executive committee members of our Vizag Bay section, Dr. Deepika Rani madam, Sudhakar sir, Sandeep sir, and Badri sir, and all the eminent people who are present here. My special thanks to our guest speakers today, Dr. Pooja Dash ma'am, Parimala madam, and Sai Kirti. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable thoughts, and hope we all extend our togetherness to form a strong V community of Vizag Bay section. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay safe.
Now we'll go for national anthem.
Yes, sir.
Oh, before national anthem, I would like to ask everybody to start their video.
Okay, sir.
Videos for photograph.
Request all the participants to enable your video, please.
Okay, Namma. Let us go for national anthem. We will close the meeting now. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.